Hi there. In this video, I'm going to talk about the Tata Endowment, which is a loan scholarship that is given out to fund the higher education needs of Indian candidates. So if you're a student applying to a university for the fall 2022 application, then I think this video might be very useful for you. All right, so let's get started. So exactly what is this endowment all about, right? Just like the name suggests, the Tata Endowment was established almost 120 years ago. This was done by Mr. Jamshedji Tata, and the purpose is obviously to allow Indians to pursue higher education of their choice at high caliber institutions across the world, and to support obviously their aspirations and to create independent thinkers within various fields. So this endowment basically provides candidates with a loan scholarship, right? Now, this might sound a little peculiar because unlike the normal scholarship that most of us are looking at, this is a loan scholarship, which means that anywhere between 1 lakh to 10 lakh could be disbursed to a candidate. That depends on your financial requirement as well as their assessment of what you deserve. This amount will be given to you at a simple interest of 2% per annum, right? So that's literally peanuts that you're paying as the interest on the loan. So it's for all practical purposes an interest-free loan. And the other thing is that even this interest might be waived off, right? And there's a high possibility of that in case you do manage to repay the principal in 5 equal installments starting from year 3. Right? So you basically pay off 20% of your loan amount every year, starting from the 3rd year of your program, starting from the 3rd year of your loan dispersal. Right? So it's excellent. And it comes at very cheap rate to you. But that's not all, right? There are other perquisites also in this endowment. One of them is a travel grant, whereby a partial travel assistance is given to candidates to the tune of around 50,000 rupees, right? So this will help you for your ticketing and for your travel to the country of your choice. And over and above that, there are various other Tata trusts which have been set up, and these trusts can contribute towards gift awards, right? And these gift awards could range anywhere between 2 lakhs to 7.5 lakhs. And so a gift endowment might be given to you, and that depends on your academic performance in the course that you will be studying, right? So let's say you decide to study a program in data science or management or bioinformatics, then your progress in the course and your academic progress in the course will be a key indicator of whether you deserve the gift award or not. Yeah, so very attractive. But before I tell you more about the scholarship and how you can avail of it, let me quickly take a minute to tell you about us, right? I am Anand Venkateshan. I am the founder and mentor at this platform called Mentors Capital. Our URL is www.mentorscapital.com. And just like the name suggests, we are a mentorship platform, which means that we believe that mentorship is the heart of pretty much every business decision or personal decision that you take, right? So there is a firm belief in professional spheres that mentorship can really be the big difference between those who have and those who have not, right? So this can really impact the outcomes of various spheres in your life, which could include your career choice, your understanding of a particular career and what it entails, all the way till preparation for a particular exam or a entrance test, or even tackling the admission interviews and presenting a good case about yourself. How does it work exactly? Well, all you need to do is just visit our website, www.mentorscapital.com, and there's going to be a plethora of mentor choices available on the platform, right? These mentors will be from diverse fields and are studying or have studied in the past from a top university or college, right? So try and match their profile with what you seek to pursue. And once you find a mentor that fits your needs, we will be able to establish a one-to-one connection with that mentor of choice, right? So one of the basic services that we provide is the one-on-one mentorship, whereby students can directly speak with mentors of their choice, right? But that's not all, right? I mean, that does sound very simplistic, but we find that more often than not, students are literally not aware of who can help me make better choices, right? So we have a plethora of other services that we offer, the primary one being around exam and application. So one offering is on interview preparation and essay writing, right? These are there are plenty of video assessments and online written assessments that are conducted by most top universities across the globe. So we can really help you prepare for that. And obviously, this will all be a mentored approach where somebody senior, somebody who's dealt with these processes will be able to guide you. Secondly, we also provide end-to-end consulting on applications, which means whether it's shortlisting colleges or creating impactful admission essays, all the way till writing your LORs or even getting that scholarship application done in time. And by the way, if you haven't prepared for the GRE, GMAT, TOEFL, IELTS, or the SAT, then that's also a service that we are really experts at. So all of this is what we provide. Do check out our website. That's www.mentorscapital.com. But let's come back to the JN Tata Endowment. So we talked about the fact that it has three different components: the main loan scholarship, as well as the travel assistance, as well as a gift award. But how can you apply, and who exactly is eligible to apply for the endowment? Well, primarily Indians under the age of 45 years, can apply for this endowment, right? And all you need is to have a minimum of 60% in your undergraduate or postgraduate program, because it happens that most of that some of the applicants also tend to be masters candidates who are applying for a doctoral program, right? So as long as you have scored 60% or more in your undergraduate or postgraduate degree, and this degree was obtained from a recognized university in India, then you're eligible to apply, right? Obviously, that doesn't mean that you'll be getting the endowment, because there's a rigorous process with selection of candidates. I think around 5,400 odd candidates have been awarded endowments over the last 100 odd years. So it's not an easy scholarship to win. I think maybe about 10 to 12 candidates every year might be given these endowments, but it's definitely worth applying for. So what's the timeline on it? When should one apply? Well, typically, the reason why I'm making this video is also that if you're applying for the fall round of admissions for later this year, then then applications for the JN Tata Endowment open right about now, around the months of December, January, and applications are invited all the way till the middle of March, right? So that's about a 3-month window wherein you can apply. And by the way, you can also apply. I think some of you might be confused. Are you supposed to apply before your admission is confirmed in a college? Well, yes and no, because even if you don't have a proper admit from the college yet, you can still start your application for the scholarship, and obviously update the trust with whatever admission decision you hear from the university, right? And the second sort of aspect that you need to keep in mind is that you can also apply once you've started your program of study. Let's say you've completed 1 year of study in a overseas program, you can still apply after the first year, as long as you still have 1 year of the program to complete, 1 or more years, right? So obviously, then it needs to be a 2-year program in case you want to apply at the end of year 1. So what exactly is the selection criteria for this endowment? Well, quite detailed. At the very top is a composite score that takes into account your personality and your aptitude. So the various components within this composite score include your academic performance. So they really look at you being a consistent performer in academics throughout your school and college days. Number 2, they also look at your co-curricular and extracurricular record, right? They obviously want people to be outgoing, people to be involved in activities around them, and to contribute to their immediate communities, because that's what the Tata spirit is all about. Since you're applying for a master's or a doctoral program in a specific field, they definitely also require you I mean, it would really be helpful if at least you've done some research work in your chosen area of specialization, or you have gained some relevant work experience, right? And obviously all of this needs to very, very organically put in a statement of your purpose. They very explicitly state that do not make it a biographical account of your professional and personal life, academic life so far. Please do tell us your motivations and what drives you and what is your ultimate aim, right? So all of this besides your test performance, test score, they don't really require you to have taken the GRE or a GMAT, but a strong GRE GMAT score does really tip the scales in your favor, right? So anything I would think around the range of 720 or so would really, really make it a strong application from your end, right? So all of these parameters together form what they define as a composite score. So that's one parameter. Besides the composite score, once these parameters are evaluated, in case you qualify, then you'll be invited to take an online test, right? And this, I do call it another screening test because there is a shortlist after this test, and the online test is much on the lines of the thinking skills assessment, which is conducted by, which is administered by the Oxford, Cambridge, and the University College of London. And to give you a brief idea about it, there expect about 40 to 50 questions, which will include some numerical based questions, but the idea is not to really test your quant skills as it is to test your reasoning ability and your critical thinking ability, right? Comfort with numbers is obviously a must, but it's not the only parameter being checked. So there is the performance that you display in your online test, and last but not the least, you will be giving a technical interview, right? And so you need to impress the jury with your grasp of your subject area and the research that you want to pursue in that field, right? So all of this together will decide whether you get the endowment, or not. And to just recap it on in terms of a timeline, the way this works is that first in the month of December or so, the application's open. So you need to fill up the application form and submit your transcripts and your proofs for extracurriculars, work experience, research work, etc. Once the application is complete, these applications are then screened and evaluated, and some candidates are then invited. In the middle of April, they've actually announced 17th of April as the date for the year 2022. So that's when you'll be called for an online test, and this online test, like I said, will be on the lines of the thinking skills assessment. And once the test is administered, a further shortlist is done, and this shortlist will candidate shortlisted herein will be called for a rigorous technical interview. I almost said personal interview, but it isn't so. It will be expect to have a subject matter expert in the interview who's going to quiz you on how well the subject at hand. And once you clear this, roughly in the middle of July is when the final awards are announced. Candidates are notified by email, and no further correspondence is encouraged by the fund. And obviously, once you know that you have been awarded the endowment or the loan scholarship, you need to complete a few formalities for the loan to be dispersed, which also includes appointing somebody as your guarantor, which probably will be your parent or a guide or a mentor. Well, that's the detail on the Tata Endowment scholarship, loan scholarship. I believe while the amount might not be as significant sometimes if you compare it with the annual fee at most universities abroad, but it's still going to be substantial, in terms of monetary value, but also in terms of the resume value and the prestige attached with it. I think it can really open a lot of doors and gear you up for success, right? Thank you for your time. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any queries, you can write into me at anand@mentorscapital.com. I'm also going to leave my number down on the screen here, so do feel free to call us if in case you need some clarifications or need some info or some assistance from us, or just visit our website mentorscapital.com, and you could probably also ask for a callback request there, right? Thank you. And this is Anand signing off. You guys have a great day.